year, I stood up here at Story Slam in January, and I told you the story of the traumatic brain injury that I suffered in 2002. I thanked you for your kindness, and that made me brave. And after I finished telling it, I felt really fragile. But soon after that, I started to feel really good, like I'd finally told my truth. And I felt your compassion. And I wanted to keep going. I told you that I had to quit teaching, but I wasn't really ready. Because you know how everyone has a gift? And my gift was teaching kids to read. And I really wanted to keep doing that. But it took me 3 years to figure out how to do that again with any sense of confidence. Bryn Mawr Rehab even had me teach sample lessons so they could critique me. And gradually I built my own tutoring room in the basement where I could control everything. And I told one of my colleagues that I was ready for a kid that was really having trouble reading and was a little bit ornery because I always liked the ones with spirit. So for the past 10 years, I've been teaching little ones one-on-one how to read. And if one method doesn't work, I try another one. Some of them are quite unorthodox. I show them what they can do, and I try to convince them that they can do more. I love them, and they know it. A week after I was here for Story Slam last year, a parent came up to the door, and I had worked with some children in her family for the past 5 years. And in front of her 7-year-old daughter, she said, "I didn't know till I watched that Story Slam video on YouTube that I had hired damaged goods." I somehow took her daughter downstairs and I tutored her. And I muttered something to the mother about how we would have to talk later. After I finished tutoring, I just sat and I wondered. I wondered if I was just a big fraud. I wondered if I should quit telling stories, if I should quit tutoring. And I also wondered what I needed to say to that mother. We had our conversation the next week, and I explained to her how I had fought so hard to be able to tutor again, what my limitations were, and I patiently answered all her questions and assured her that I would never tutor unless I felt that I was 100% capable. And she said, "But Diane, this doesn't change anything." She said, "Would you consider lowering your price?" And I knew then what I needed to do. I told her that I needed one more session with her daughter and that her words were too hurtful for me to continue. So I took her daughter and I told her how far she'd come and what she still needed to do, and I told her goodbye. This is my silver lining. For the past year, those words have just crushed my spirit. And I let them do that. But tonight, I'm ready to let them go. And I want you to know that this silver lining is me still standing up here, telling my stories, and I have 9 kids that come to my door, and they're all doing the best they can. And so here I am, once again, asking for your compassion.